Okay, I don't know how this is going to come out. I've got my camera propped really weird, but we're going to give it a shot. Got a couple new Oracle deck, or a couple new decks in, and this one I've been eyeballing for a long time, and it's the Oceanum Arcana, or the Ocean Tarot. And I don't know, the last few years I've been really bonded to this water theme, and I've always loved the nautical 78 nautical. I've picked up several other watery decks that I've liked, but nothing has compared to that, and this one just keeps niggling at me. The mermaid deck is one that I've really enjoyed too, but it still doesn't come out as much as the 78. But this one's I've been eyeballing it. The thing I think that's been holding me back from it is that it is an animal deck, and I tend to shy away from animal decks. But there are certain cards that have just jumped out in other people's spreads and reviews that just keep popping up. So I went ahead and broke down and did it. So this is not going to be an analytical walkthrough or anything like that. I just want to experience the opening of this deck and share it with you. The Ocean Tarot. It's a very small little white book, very small print. Wouldn't recommend this for people who don't have decent up close vision. It does look like it talks about the image on the cards as well as the meaning. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I love it when decks do that. I always like to have the cards, the images explained by the creators. A lot of people have this deck, so I'm assuming it's been well received. I did pick it up on Etsy. Great little box. I love the design of it. It's beautiful. Taylor Brine. Haliquist Todd. Created by Taylor Brine, Haliquist Todd. 2021. TaylorBrine.com. Like I said, I picked it up on Etsy. I love the way it's designed. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. It just has a little belly band thing around it. So I'm going to just make sure I'm at least somewhat in the view here. I did make this in anticipation of it with the blue colors to put it in. So let's just start here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little. That's a little bit better. That way we can see a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we've got we've got the little clownfish going over the edge, or thinking about it, hiding in his little anemone. The magician is the squid. I think that's a squid. High priestess. That's interesting. Very interesting that one of those ugly fish, lanternfish, lives at the deep bottoms of the ocean. There's a lot you can read into that, in the darkness, living in the darkness, and yeah. I could almost see that more as a hermit card, but we'll see. Empress is the whale. Emperor whale. Like I said, I'm not a huge animal deck person. We'll see how this fits with me, but it's beautiful artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the cardstock is pretty nice. It's flexible. It's not too thick. It does have that gold edge, so I don't know how well that'll hold up with me, but we'll see. It's kind of a waxy matte finish. Love it. Absolutely love it. So this is the Hierophant. We've got the dolphins between the pillars. I don't know if the imagery really on some of these really depicts the meanings so much. At least not with a couple of them there. Anyways, the Lovers. That one's okay. The Chariot, which is the hermit crab, which is interesting. Justice. Looks like a spider crab. Are these not in order? I don't think these are in order. Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant. Lovers, Chariot. Maybe they are. Yeah, they're in order. Look at the numbers, girl, and you'll know that. There's the Hermit. That's what I was felt like I was missing the Hermit. You got a fish with a lantern in a cave. I don't want to sound critical. I know it sounds critical. But this is where I have my block with animal decks. Animals doing human things. Like I said, I think the lanternfish would have been a better fish for the Hermit. Just my own observation, and I know that the hermit crab is kind of like overdone as the Hermit, so I can understand why wanting to get away from that. The Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the Kraken. That's interesting. I like that. The Hanged Man, the marlin hanging over the fireplace. That's interesting. I like that. That's very humorous. I like that take. Death is the skeleton whale. Temperance. Yeah, it's okay. The Devil. Kind of humorous there. That red squid. Angry squid. The Tower is a tower in the oceans crashing on it. It's the lighthouse, I guess. Going up in flames. The Star. that I like. I like that one with the horned. I can't remember what they call those. Anyways, the Moon. The basic. The Sun. It works. Judgment. The World. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I like that. All right, let's go into the suits. Queen of Wands. Octopus on her throne. King of Wands. Again, octopus. Knight of Wands. We've got one of those weird creatures. Page of Wands. Not sure what that is. Is it a type of octopus? I can't tell what that is. It's a funny looking thing. Ace of Wands. So they've stacked this with the quartz at the beginning. A squid for a Two of Wands. It's basically a Waite-Smith deck. I think it's very usable, very understandable. It's basically Waite-Smith underwater. With water and water creatures, which I like that. I think that's going to work well. Should be easy to work with. It's a beautiful deck. I think the imagery is just gorgeous. So I think that's my biggest draw, is that the artwork is just phenomenal. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of work. Even if it's just, you know, like I said, I have this thing about the animal decks and all that. And I like that this one, the cups seem to be a little bit more consistent in the type of creatures on the court cards, though that's more of a Nessie monster. But they're all kind of dragon style. I kind of like that. Water dragons. Yeah, and even this, the little salamanders or the newts. Though some people say salamanders is a fire sign. It's always related to fire. These are the white ones. I don't know if that makes a difference. Something I'd have to look at. Two of Cups, Three of Cups. I like that. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. I think I can get past the animal thing, because it does definitely take you into that watery realm, and it makes me want to go scuba diving, even though I know I can't do it. I am not underwater breather. My brain will not accept the concept. I've tried snorkeling and it just does not work. It's gorgeous. I think this is just beautiful. Queen of Swords is a shark. King of Swords is a shark. They're all different sharks. So that's kind of cool. Let me go back to the wands. Queen of Wands, octopus, octopus. This is where it changed at the knights. They might be in the same family. It's hard to tell. They might be in the same family. They're all tentacled type creatures. So I can go there. So Ace of Swords. This is your air sign. Definitely follows the Waite-Smith thing. Which is interesting because Solabusca is the original stabbed heart imagery, if I remember right. And so it's interesting that that's what Pamela Coleman Smith picked up on when they created the Waite-Smith deck. I like this. It's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. I like the backs too. They're not reversible, but I don't do reversal. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I don't put my cards face down and then pull and turn them over. That's just not my style. I like this. I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to work with this deck for, particularly I think I'm going to set this aside till the spring, because during the summer and spring months is when I really feel the watery element in my life. King of Pentacles. Okay, hold it, wait. Let me go back. Okay, I skipped it. Queen of Pentacles. There we go. And King of Pentacles. This one changes. The Knight of Pentacles goes to the killer whale. They eat the they eat them. And then we got the porpoise. So, I don't know. That one, they kind of switched that one up a little bit with the court cards. I like a little bit more consistency there, I guess. But, you know, this is all tidbit little things. It still comes down to the imagery itself is incredibly gorgeous. I love this. I thought, you know, every time I've seen this image, I always thought that was an otter. And it's an iguana. That is so cool. I like that even more. Ugh. Oh my gosh. There's another connection there that... Wow. Little tidbit here. My son that passed away, I have this picture of him, and I plan on incorporating it in if I ever finish the deck that I've been trying to work on in painting form. And this photograph is going to be used as the Two of Pentacles, and it's him juggling two bowling balls. And I just love that picture of him And I plan on putting that into the deck if I ever complete it. The other thing about Nigel is that he was an avid iguana fan. He had so many iguanas, and so this kind of reaches to my heart. I mean, oh my gosh, to see that oh, I love that. That really reaches into my heart, especially on today, my son's birthday. Ugh. Maybe it's time to start working on that again. Yeah. I have to wholly look at this as imagery, because Three of Pentacles for me has always been the working together, the teamwork, that type of thing. And this type of creature does not work well with others. So it throws it off a little bit. And here we got the crab with the Four of Pentacles. 5. I know you guys have all probably seen this 100 times over. I've been eyeballing it for years. Probably don't need to see another one of these, but yeah, I am really enjoying it, and that one little profound moment really takes my heart. Seeing the iguana for the Two of Pentacles is just amazing to me. And 10. I'm not sure what that is right there. Is it a rock? Is it a critter? You got starfish or sea stars, as my daughter would say. I'm not sure what that is. Is it just landmass? I think it's just landmass. It doesn't look like anything else, like a rock or something in the water. Yeah. So anyways, that is the Ocean Arcana, or the Ocean Tarot. It is beautifully stunning. I absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to working with it, but I think it might end up being tucked away. I don't know now. After seeing that Two of Pentacles, I might have to play with it sooner than later. We'll see. But it's going into its nice new little bag because I love it. The other deck that I got in that I believe it was Antoinette Jewelry Tarot and Jewelry introduced me to this with that tag we've been working on, and I thought this looked really cool. I didn't get the expansion pack on it. I probably should have, but I don't know. The costs of decks nowadays have been kind of turning me off, and yeah, you know, I can understand it with the independents like this and like that one of the Oceans deck, but some of them I don't know, I've been hesitating on because of that. The cost is getting up there. It's kind of crazy. I mean, when you only get 30 some or 40 some cards and you're paying the price of that we paid years ago for a 76 card or whatever tarot deck, it's kind of hard to accept. Anyway, so this is the Southern Gothic Oracle. I liked the nostalgia imagery in it, and that's what attracted me to it. It's minimal meanings down below. It's very small. It's not ostentation other than the title. I like the backs. The backs are beautiful. The wishbone. on a wallpaper pattern. I love it. I thought it, like I said, it's a very nostalgic feeling, and I like the way that felt in the readings that she was doing. Pair of shoes, coupling and partnership, the salamander, infinity, reinvention, agency, blackberries, agency and independence, the raccoon, curiosity and perseverance. Dogwood blossom, sacrifice and rebirth. I'm assuming that this is all based in southern, I don't want to say mythology, but you know, folklore. And I'll have to read the book to really dab into that. Let's just take a quick look. What is the dogwood? Dogwood blossom. Down south, legend has it the dogwood was the tree used to create Jesus's cross. Okay, I'm not going to go any further on that. Abandoned plantation. The panther. That's a child. Conch shell. Crystal grotto. The peacock. Vanity and pride. Interesting. Nest of wasps. Teamwork and order. Wasps. Yeah, I guess they do to a degree. Not as much as honeybees, and honeybees might be overused. Division, lessons. The copperhead, deception. Bad influences. Since they're being specific on the copperhead, I'm not going to say anything, but snakes in general, I don't see them that way. The crow, dashing hopes and mourning. See that more as a raven. Roots, influence and support. Those look like St. John, not St. John. King John the Conqueror roots. Moon, blue moon, second chances. Cowrie shells, passion. Crossroads. Self-expression, speaking truth. The grove, divinity. The cicada, metamorphosis. The mason jar, mentorship and protection. That's ones like this is what really triggered my senses, because you're connecting to something that's an everyday item, and I really like that. The Bayou Emotions, the Mojo Bag, Black Coffee, Shadow Work, Awakening, interesting. Vanity Set, I like that idea of the coffee. Self-awareness, clarity, the Bottle Tree, meditation and intersection. That's funny. Intercession. That's interesting. Kudzu. Abundant growth and willpower. The possum. Diversity and plurality. That's interesting. I like that. Poems book. Rejoice Faith. Black Eyed Peas. Wealth. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely founded in Southern folklore. Third eye, new perceptive. I lived in Mississippi for a year and hated every single minute of it. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard for me to grasp that Southern. There's a lot of wealth of information down in the South, but I think a lot of it is tainted by the dogma of the extreme Southern Christian faiths, to put that as delicately as I can. And I have a hard time with that. So that's me personally. The horseshoe, luck and chance, black walnut, not to mention the prejudice that I experienced while I was down there. Self-actualization, the peach, fertility and love. Reminds me of a commercial on the television in Mississippi where you had Jitney Jungle and I can't remember what the other grocery store, it might have been Piggly Wiggly. Anyways, but they had this commercial for Silly Lily ice cream. Silly Lily makes the best ice cream. You should try our what was it? You should try our peach. Was it Georgian peach? I can't remember. Anyways, but Silly Lily was the best ice cream. Mockingbird. I love that one. That one's one of my favorites. Mockingbird. I like that. Live oak. Longevity. Altar water. I mean, most of this stuff is very universal, even though it's got this southern roots, and it's definitely influenced by the Christian faith down there, particularly the Baptists. But the imagery is still pretty universal and easy to connect with. The alligator. Armadillo basket. Oh, that's interesting. Never saw one of those at a roadside stand. I don't think I'd want to. Grounding and fierce protection. But it doesn't surprise me if they're out there. Sassafras, healing and self-care. I like that. Yes, this is a fun deck. I think like I said, I think the imagery and the meanings are pretty universal. Like I said, just keep me away from the Christianity a little less of that makes me happy. But oops, I guess I put that in upside down. That is the Southern Gothic Oracle by Stacey Williams, NG. 45 card deck and guidebook rooted in the spirit of American South. Now the additional cards I think have a lot to do with urban legends, particularly mythical creatures and the things that go bump in the night, which I may break down and get those at a later date. I haven't decided yet. I really like the simplicity of this and not diving into that dark folklore. So I'll probably work with this first and see how it feels. Particularly, I think it would go great with the Crow Tarot or even the Night Creatures. That kind of has that southern feel to me too. I don't know why, but they have a southern feel to me. I don't know why. I just repeat myself there, but there's something there that feels very southern. It's a feeling, and it comes from that time that I spent in Mississippi. I don't know how to explain it. So anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this one out and work with it with the Crow Tarot because I really, really like that. Yeah, and I think the Nautical or the Oceans Tarot, I think I am going to set it aside till spring unless Nigel calls to me to continue with the painting. Anyways, so thank you for joining with me today. I appreciate your viewing. I hope I didn't bore you too much, and we will see you on the tube.